everybody, and welcome to our Empower You video workout from U-Turn Parkinson's. I'm your instructor, Tyler, and today we'll be going through a 30-minute virtual workout which will cover total body exercises that we do in our in-person sessions. For those of you that will be doing this class, be sure to modify where necessary. If you need to use a chair at any time for balance, be sure to have one on standby, as well as enough room to do the workout safely. Be sure to have weights if you have them accessible, and be sure to have a water bottle at your disposal at all times. If you're ready, let's get to it. To begin our workout, we're going to begin with a short warm-up to make sure that our muscles are activated and we don't strain or pull anything. Note that even though you're seated, you want to make sure your posture is upright, abs are tight, and your legs are shoulder width, if not a little wider than shoulder width apart. Concentrate when doing the body twist by keeping your elbows shortly pointed inward and getting activation into your abs. Always remember to breathe, to concentrate on inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth for better abdominal engagement. We're now going to start to add a cross punch. Notice that the extension of the arm is not all the way extended, so you're keeping your elbow partially bent. Angle your fists so that your two lead knuckles point out to get better muscle activation. Switching next into uppercuts, focusing on getting hip mobility even when in a seated position is most effective for building core strength as well as hip mobility. You're doing great. Keep it up. Remember, this is only the workout's warm-up component, so take your time. If you need to take a pause, set your video on pause and come right back. Remember to keep that breathing up. We're almost through, moving soon to the next drill of the warm-up. Stay with it, everyone. We're now going to begin with doing some shoulder mobility exercises with arm circles. Imagine you're drawing an invisible circle to the outside regions of your arms. Keeping the circle small, then moving them forwards just in front of your shoulders. Remember, we don't want to lock our elbows at any time during an exercise, even through a warm-up. Remember to keep those fingers extended. We're now going to move by knuckles towards the ceiling. This will engage your shoulders to properly and effectively work the deltoids. You can also do this move by alternating to add a little bit of that dexterity and coordination. Remember to keep breathing, everyone. We're just warming up. We're now going to engage those legs a little bit more by doing knee raises. Keep the knees going towards your chest and flex those abs like you're doing a crunch. This is a great exercise to build core strength as well as to strengthen your leg muscles to give you the confidence to lift off of the seat. Remember to gently place your foot on the floor and try not to stomp. We're now going to move to what we call in and outs, where you're trying to work the hip mobility within the abductors and adductor muscles of your legs. Remember, you want to just gently tap the floor, try not to stomp, and control the range of motion. Moving next, we're going to do some heel raises. This works into your calves. For better resistance, place your hands on your knees to give a little bit more tension as well as to strengthen the calf. Way to go, you're doing awesome. We're now going to extend our leg, doing leg raises to engage the quadricep as well as the glutes. Try to keep your toes pointing straight up to engage that quad muscle even more. Try to do at least 5 or 10 and then switch sides. Emphasizing slow and controlled range of motion so we don't hyperextend and we don't cause a pull into any region of the leg. Once again, try to strive to do 5 to 10 repetitions. We're going to engage now into a back twist, engaging the thoracic as well as lower lumbar. Elbows stay just underneath shoulder height so we can stimulate better back mobility. Try to focus on pulling your shoulders back to work on your posture as well. Going into a scoop drill, which is dropping those arms, scooping back like you're doing a backstroke in the water. This will help open the back muscles as well as the arms to get blood circulation through the whole body. Moving in next into shoulder rolls to fully engage and get the upper body ready for the weightlifting. As we move into the final component, preparing for the workout, remember to select a pair of weights that allows you for proper technique, better control, without causing strain. We're going to move first into our next exercise, which is a march in place. Keeping yourself in a seated position, try to alternate lifting your leg with opposite arms like you're marching in step. Remember, you don't want to stomp that foot. try to control the tap as you reach the floor. Keeping your elbows bent, going for a nice marching step. Great job, everyone. You're doing amazing. The key with this exercise is to try to keep your back upright while in the middle of your chair. Remember to take a break, preparing. Now it's time to grab your weights. We're going to begin by doing a sit to stand, weights staying over the thighs. You want to make sure that as you lift off of the chair, place your weight into your heels. Are you ready? Here we go. Concentrate on hovering over your chair, knees bent 45 degrees. This is going to build static strength, helping your leg muscles get stronger, so as you gain more confidence in the lower body, you can advance to try to do a squat. Remember, if this becomes too intense, drop the weights and just use your body weight. We're almost done. Keep it up. Way to go. You're doing awesome. Remember to breathe. Now take a 30-second break, minimal 20 seconds. For this next exercise, you're going to lean back, creating an arch into your spine. Weights are going to hover just over your chest for a chest press. Begin by pressing upwards towards the ceiling, keeping a slight bend into your elbows, and then slowly bring the weights down till they reach just about 90 degrees. Remember, weight training emphasizes slow and controlled time under tension. So don't rush with the weight. Always keep those abs tight, guys. You can do it. We're almost done here. Keep it up. Keeping that focus, now take a break. Remember, at any moment during an exercise, when the weights become too much, you can either reduce the weight or use no weight whatsoever. Our next exercise is an abdominal crunch. Begin by placing your hands crossed over your chest, and we're going to drop our chest towards our knees. This emphasizes strengthening the abdominal sector through the upper and lower quadrants. Remember to exhale as you lower down towards your thighs, and then inhale as you begin by lowering back to the chair. Breathing is number one consideration for any exercise, especially with abdominals. When you exhale, tighten your abs up. As you inhale, try to pull your stomach in like a vacuum. Almost through. Keep it up. Now we take a 60-second break. Remember in your recovery times to grab a sip of water, stretch, relax before we move on. Exercise is meant to fatigue the body, but we don't want to strain or cause risk of injury. So in your breaks, remember to do some mobility stretches or move around a little bit so you don't get too stiff. We're now going to move into our next cardio exercise, which is scissor jacks. Begin by placing your hands above your head and then bring your arms underneath the knee. As you get more control, try to engage your cardio by going a little faster. This is going to seem challenging at first since you're going alternating legs and you're working upper body and lower body at the same time. Doing a great job, everyone. Keep it up. We're almost through here. Don't give up. A few more seconds. Now take a 20-second break. In this transition, make sure to grab your weights once again as we move into our next lower body exercise for leg extensions. Make sure you're keeping your back personally erect, meaning straighten up as much as you can. Begin the exercise by raising that leg as high as you can, flexing that quadricep. You want to feel the thigh tighten as the weight sits over your leg. Remember, this is about time under tension, so try to take your time. The slower you go, the more challenging the movement. Always remember, if you need to take a pause at any moment during the workout, hit the pause button and then come back when you're ready to begin again. We're almost through here. Now take a rest. We're going to move next into our alternating bicep curls. Begin by placing your arms just to the size of your body, which is going to be equal distance from chair leg to chair leg. Begin the exercise by curling the arm towards your chest, emphasizing squeezing on the dumbbell to increase grip strength and squeeze into that arm. Imagine like your bicep is a balloon. You want to fill that balloon with as much air as possible to give it that round effect. Remember to take your time and don't swing your arms. Great job. Keep it going. Give as many reps as you can and don't be afraid to pause in between the reps and keep going from there. Now we take a 20-second break. This next exercise is going to work the abdominals again. This time, we're going to work into our serratus and obliques, the sides of our body, with a side bend. Imagine your arms become like a great anvil trying to pull you down to the earth. Focus on squeezing the sides of your abs, exhaling as you come back up, inhale as you lower down. Remember to be careful with rounding your back. Try to keep upright as much as possible in a seated position. Keeping very good form. Great job. We're almost done. Don't give up. Now take a 60-second break. Hey, thank you so much for joining us today in our workout. You know, movement is so important, especially for those living with Parkinson's. Exercise isn't just about fitness. It's about independence, hope, and sharing the ability to empower one another each and every single day. But sometimes we can't always make it into in-person sessions. That's where this video comes in handy. And with your help and with your donations, this video and many others were made possible. If you can help donate today, please feel free to contact us now and help make our dreams to help battle Parkinson's a reality. If you cannot donate, please share this video and be sure to subscribe to uturnparkinsons.org. Until next time, take care.